I'm Andrea Pennington. I am a medical doctor, an author, and serial entrepreneur. I went to the retreat because I launched a new business, Sensual Vitality TV, which is really a revolution in women's sensuality, which really got kicked off by writing a new book called The Orgasm Prescription for Women. And over the last year, as I was sharing sort of the insights, people were telling me, my God, there's a whole business around that, empowering women to really own their sensuality. And I happened to mention it to Derry in passing, and he had like just light bulbs going off. He was like, oh, I can connect you with this person. Oh, I know what to tell you. And then it really became crystal clear for me. Wow, I could really build something off of my expertise and the fun that I get when I'm teaching and build a sustainable business. I went into the retreat having outlined a business strategy that involved raising a significant amount of capital and doing it in partnership with two very dear friends. And at that point, working with three of us in an equal partnership, I was terrified because, that's having two other people's lives kind of on the line or on the financial hook. So I really wanted to make sure that I was going to do it in the smartest way possible, in a way that everybody could get paid and not compromise on my lifestyle as a single mom and doing all of the other things that I do. So for me, it was a matter of, at the time, I was ambitious and optimistic, but I was really confused and a little scared. I was scared about, that's a big commitment. If we commit to this financially with these partners, that means I have to go the long haul, to make sure that it pays off for everyone involved. And I didn't want to screw that up. At this stage of my life, this is not my first business. I didn't want to screw that up. And I didn't want to, risk the friendships that I had made. So I really wanted to make sure I had the best possible starting point. Well, there were a couple of ahas. I think the big one that came across for me was kind of having reflected back from Derry, as well as the other people in the room, like having all these brilliant business minds, hearing them basically tell me that, yeah, your idea is sound and the way you're going about it could be really transformational. And that I didn't actually need to go the direction that we were going. So what I mean is I thought that I needed all this extra help and protection and partnerships and money to build this big, media brand. And it turns out that that would have been the wrong strategy for me. It would have locked me in. It would have made me committed in a way that it certainly wouldn't have been as financially rewarding. But most importantly, it would have put a huge burden and threat on my lifestyle and my relationships. And at this point in my life, I didn't want that. So I'm hugely grateful that I came away with that. It was hard to make those decisions at the end, but now I've taken the business in a completely different direction that feels so much more aligned with who I am and what I'm about. And so far, so good. We're successful. So at the end of all of that, I walked away with my entire strategy on a single page, totally aligned with my vision and my purpose and values as, really the leader of this company. And even more clearly for me is those next right steps for the first couple of weeks to 90 days, so that I know that I'm on the right trajectory to make that big, huge vision come true. And that just gave me like enormous confidence and peace of mind that I can now go forward with sort of certainty that this is the way forward for me. And I might not make it, but at least I know that I've now got a better vision of what is possible all around me and the risks.